Morning, everyone. Early on the first day of the week, while it was still dark, Mary Magdalene came to the tomb and saw that the stone had been removed from the tomb. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and the other disciple, the one whom Jesus loved, and said to them, "They have taken the Lord out of the tomb, and we do not know where they have laid him." Mary stood weeping outside the tomb. As she wept, she bent over to look into the tomb, and she saw two angels in white sitting where the body of Jesus had been lying, one at the head and the other at the feet. They said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping?" She said to them, "They have taken my Lord away, and I do not know where they have laid him." When she said this, she turned around and she saw Jesus standing there, but she did not know that it was Jesus. Jesus said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping? Whom are you looking for?" Supposing him to be the gardener, she said to him, "Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you have laid him. I will take him away." Jesus said to her, "Mary." She turned to him and she said in Hebrew, "Rabboni," which means teacher. Jesus said to her, "Do not hold on to me, because I have not yet ascended to the Father. But go to my brothers and say to them, I am ascending to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God." Mary Magdalene went and announced to the disciples, "I have seen the Lord." Then she told them that he had said these things to her. I'm here in Afton Park, one of the beautiful county parks here in DeKalb County. They have an observation tower at the far eastern end. The sun is just rising. It hasn't quite appeared over the horizon. I did not record this Easter morning, unfortunately. The weather did not cooperate. But I recorded this a few days before. And I recorded it because each day the sun rising is a reminder of the hope we have in the risen Christ. Each day the sun rises, it brings life. The light of the sun literally is what gives life to us. It provides the energy for the plants on which we rely for everything. It brings life to the world. And so each day as the sun rises, it can be a little reminder that the Son of God rose, that Christ rose on Easter morning, to give us hope for all time. Just as the rising sunlight literally will help provide life and energy to all of us, the risen Christ provides life and energy to all of us in the love of God. As I'm surrounded by the birds, you may be able to hear some of them in the background. As we look for the sun to rise over the horizon, we can know that we have hope because Christ has risen. The brokenness of the world, the death of the world, the pain and the suffering and the misery of the world, all of these things are not more powerful than the love of God. May that give you hope this Easter morning. I would like to be speaking some of these words to you in person, but we cannot do that in this time and in this place. But we can still communicate with each other, and we can still celebrate that Christ is risen. As the old prayer goes, Christ is risen indeed. And let us remember that. Let us take hope in that. Let us know that God's love is more powerful than the brokenness that surrounds us. And let us share that good news and that love with all we meet. May you have a happy and a joyful Easter this day. And may you know that Christ has risen. And may you know that God's love is more powerful than even death. Would you please pray with me? I invite you to join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. God be with you. Happy Easter. Christ is risen. Christ is risen indeed.